everybody, how's it going today? Ian back here with you, Entertainment Examiner. Hey, today I'm going to be reviewing the new movie, The Fate of the Furious. This movie is the 8th film in the Fast and the Furious franchise. I have behind me the first 6 in a box set, and number 7 over here. This is the 8th film in the long-running franchise, 16 years since the original The Fast and the Furious, about street racing, and the movie has definitely evolved into this multi-million-dollar franchise by now, as evidenced by this film, which tends to go a little bit over the top at times. Vin Diesel is back starring as Dom Toretto. He is having a honeymoon with his wife Letty, played by Michelle Rodriguez, in Cuba, and has a really exhilarating street race with these old cars they have in Cuba and all the old parts that go with them, and it's a really neat opening sequence. He unfortunately meets up with a woman known as Cypher, played by Charlize Theron. Charlize Theron is great in this role. She's very stoic, she's very empty in her expressions, and she makes for a great villain, I thought. If you get somebody of her caliber to be in the film, you would expect her to do a great job, and she definitely delivers. What she does is turn Dom against his team. She has him steal nuclear weapons and codes, and none of the team knows why, and we eventually do find out why, which I will not reveal in this video, because that's kind of the whole fun of the movie. Again is Dwayne Johnson as Luke Hobbs, and Jason Statham is back, and Tyrese Gibson, and Ludacris, and the whole team is back for this 8th film, and it's a good film. I liked it. It's a lot of fun. You don't expect these movies to be anything really, groundbreaking or, mind-blowing or anything. I mean, it's got great action scenes. There's one where Cypher, Charlize Theron's character, hacks into all the computers of all these new cars and tries to trap a diplomat so she can get these codes, and it's a really exhilarating sequence. Then you have the one at the end that goes a little bit over the top in Russia with the submarine and everyone on the ice in a chase sequence. And I mean, the budgets have gone so huge for these movies because they keep making millions and millions of dollars, but they're fun. I mean, I like this one as much as probably the last one, Furious 7. It is what it is at this point. You're 8 films in. There's 2 more at least planned, I read, for 2019 and 2021, I believe, because many people didn't know if they would continue this franchise with the death of the late Paul Walker, who played the character of Brian in this franchise in every entry, I believe, but Tokyo Drift. And he gets some nice acknowledgments in this movie as well. So if you're in the mood for a fun action picture and you like these movies and you're a fan of the franchise, I mean, there's really no reason why you wouldn't like The Fate of the Furious. I think it's a nice change of pace that Vin Diesel kind of turns rogue and goes bad, and the team doesn't know why, and you have to figure out how he's going to come back into the fold. And it's, again, 8 movies in, you got to change it up at some point, don't you? You can't keep making the same movie over and over. I heard from people who were upset that he turned bad. It's like, well, if you want to watch the same movie over and over, that's no fun. I mean, you got to keep the franchise fresh, which at this point they seem to do bigger and better. They find newer ways to crash cars, and which is pretty impressive, I think. So this is directed by F. Gary Gray, who directed Straight Outta Compton, which was great and got great reviews, and he's been directing several different kinds of genres of movies for a long time, and I think he does well here. The direction is a little muddied at times in the action sequences. I think there's too much going on, and it's not quite coherent, especially in that last one with the submarine. What's happening? I think some more wider shots might have been better, but that's my non-filmmaker opinion for you. So, anyway, The Fate of the Furious, I give it a B. I give it a 3 stars out of 4 stars. I like this. This is a solid picture. Definitely see it on the big screen, though. You'll want to see it in the theaters because it's great up there. So, that's all I have for you today. Fate of the Furious, good movie, in theaters now. pick up the rest of the franchise if you don't have them. If you're not a fan of the series, go back to its humble beginnings and see how it's gotten bigger and bigger throughout every film. It's really interesting to see from like the first film to now how the series has grown. So anyway, thank you guys all for watching. I'll see you next time.
Why are they shooting at me?
I don't know, maybe because you're in an orange Lamborghini?
Shut up, Tess!
Switch it up, like.
Switch it, speaker box blast, blast. Speaker box blast, go, rat tat tat tat. In fact, we about to go up like.
Oh, shit! We're gonna need a bigger truck.
You gonna turn your back on family?